Hello, this is the Spanish Football Podcast YouTube channel. Welcome along, it's the weekend preview. I'm Phil Kitromilides. Sid Lowe is with me. Hello, Sid.
Hello.
Friday night game is a big game for Valladolid, who travel to the Estadio Mendizorroza to take on Deportivo Alaves. We know that Valladolid are in serious trouble. They need to get something out of this game against Alaves.
And Alaves, I think, have only won 2 now of the last 10. I think it is. The wheels have come off a little bit, but they're still sort of in the chance of a European place. So it's still significant for them. For Valladolid, as you say, it's massive. Right now, a dia de hoy, as they tend to say, I think Valladolid are going down.
There is a massive relegation battle on Saturday, the early game. Celta Vigo against Girona. This is so big, Sydney.
It's massive.
I'm surprised you're not going. It's that big.
Yeah, unfortunately, Celta is. I mean, Vigo is about the most difficult place to get to from Madrid. It's huge. And Girona are a bit like Valladolid, for a side that they thought they were safe. They had that very difficult run, and they came to the Bernabeu and won, and that kind of set them up. I think they won 3 of the next, or I think it was 3 of the next 5. And then since then, they've started to slow down again. And you watch El Serbio and you say, this is a man who's very likeable, who I think in terms of his conceptualization of the game is really quite interesting. But you just wonder if he lacks the leadership that possibly a team that's in that kind of trouble needs.
They are away from home though, which is good for them because they haven't won at home since
terrible.
October. Then you've got Eibar against Atletico Madrid. Atletico, well, they want to finish above Real Madrid.
And it matters to them.
Then there's another huge game at the bottom of the table. It's bottom against second bottom, isn't it? Huesca travelling to Vallecas to take on Rayo Vallecano. You're going to be there.
I'll be there.
It should be. I don't know if it's going to be a good game, but it's going to be tense potentially.
And it could be quite entertaining because they're 2 teams that, in theory at least, aren't there to defend. You know, they're there to try and attack, they're there to try and make things happen. They're both, at times, better than their league position suggests, but also at times every bit as bad as their league position suggests.
The late game on Saturday evening is at the Camp Nou. It's Barcelona against Real Sociedad. The last time Real Sociedad won at the Camp Nou
was
1991.
Wow.
John Aldridge scored. There we go.
Aldo.
Yeah, and that could well continue. Although...
What, John Aldridge scored?
No, John Aldridge not scoring.
That's going to
but Real Sociedad not winning at the
I think
Camp
it's quite
Nou.
likely, yes.
Then on Sunday you've got Levante against Espanyol. Big game for Levante, but, you know, it's a little bit meh.
It's a little bit meh, but Levante are in trouble now.
Yes.
And they're, as you say, there's always this thing, isn't there, that you get 2 or 3 teams that are down at the bottom that feel like they're completely sunk all season. And then you get teams that were never that far away, but were never really in the conversation. And as the season gets into the last 7 or 8 weeks, they're in that conversation. Valladolid, Girona and Levante are definitely in that conversation.
In the conversation for a Champions League place are Sevilla and Getafe. Sevilla 4th against Getafe 5th. At the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez, you're going to be there.
Sevilla, the best team in Spain since Caparrós took over.
Yeah.
The 5 games he's been in charge, 4 victories, 1 defeat. Admittedly, in terms of the Champions League place, a really costly defeat because it was 1-0 against Valencia. And this is huge for them. They won the derby last weekend. Not always that brilliant, actually. Betis were the better side for quite a lot of it, but Sevilla have that edge. They have a quality of players that means they tend to not pass up too many opportunities to score. And I think this will be really, really interesting.
Real Madrid against Athletic Club at the Bernabeu doesn't have too much riding on it from a Real Madrid perspective. Athletic, they've lost 12 of their last 13 visits to the Bernabeu, but if they can get something from this game, they are in with a shout of picking up a European place, at least Europa. Probably not quite enough points to get a Champions League spot, but there is this game matters to them.
In terms of motivation, it's much bigger for Athletic, and we are watching Real Madrid now be what Real Madrid are, in truth, which is a team that's got nothing to play for, that just wants the season to end, but unfortunately has still got to play these matches before now and in the season. Apart from Benzema, the truth is Real Madrid are bloody awful.
Your words, not mine. Leganés got a point against Real Madrid on Monday night. They travel to Villarreal on Sunday as well. Big game for them, Villarreal.
I mean, think how many of these games you've said big game for.
Yeah.
And it's because we are genuinely looking at a relegation battle that has got 7 teams involved in it. Properly 7 teams involved in it. Villarreal, huge for them last weekend to finally win, to come out of the relegation zone. But not only that, again, because we're talking about that many teams, come out of the relegation zone and put 3 teams between them and that relegation zone. They're not safe by any means, Villarreal, but there's a little bit of breathing room now. Tiny bit, only a small amount. It's like, you know, the room is filling with water. They just about got there.
Sunday night is Betis against Valencia. That's the final game. We used to go on about always watch Betis.
Yeah.
Always watch Valencia.
Yeah.
I don't always watch them, but maybe watch this one on Sunday. It could be quite good. Yeah.
That's it.
That's not a
maybe. I mean, this is a right. Let's big this game up. Maybe watch this one.
Yeah,
could be all right.
Maybe watch this. That is Matchday 33 in La Liga. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment below as well. Just put
don't do it if you're going to be mean.
Don't be mean. Preferably be nice and you know, put some nice comments and give us some predictions.
Sid and Phil are great in it.
Give us some predictions as well. What you think is going to happen on Matchday 33. If you like the video, you're going to love the podcast. We do a podcast every week.
I mean, imagine it's basically as good as this video, but without having to look at us. It's brilliant.
We're out on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Acast, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And for bonus content, more videos, more podcasts, lots of stuff, check us out at patreon.com/TSFP.